Hey, Brian Young here from ProfitSourcing.com. Today's topic is meth margins, the shocking ROI in used books. Be sure to check out the website, tons of free tips and tricks and articles and information that's going to help you start your Amazon selling business, but also help you strategize ways to systematize and outsource your business down the road. Books have a return on your investment unlike any other category on Amazon. In fact, the return on investment from books is so large that really the only comparable thing that you could be selling to make as much money back on each dollar you spend would be illegal drugs. And that's where the phrase meth margins was coined by Greg Murphy. So what is a good ROI? What's a good return on your investment? 10%? 20%? If you talk to Warren Buffett, actually in one of his books he wrote that a 20% annual return on your investment is solid. And it's actually the type of return we should be looking for when investing into stocks and bonds and mutual funds. So what does that look like? What does the difference between 10% and 20% look like? So if you were to take a $10,000 investment at a 10% interest rate and you were to invest that for 100 years, what you would have at the end of those 100 years is $137.8 million. That same $10,000 invested every year for 100 years at 20% interest would yield you $828.2 billion by the end of 100 years. So the difference between 10% and 20% ROI in this scenario is 6,010 times as much money. That is significant. So the return on investment for used books is off the chart. The typical ROI for a used book that we sell is as much as 700%. And what this means is that for every dollar that we invest into our book selling business, we're going to get $7 back. And this is one of the reasons why used book selling is an excellent place for new beginners, for new sellers to begin, and for experienced sellers to stay, because you're not going to yield that type of return on your investment in any other category on Amazon. Let me give you an example. The average book may cost you about $1 to acquire, and then if you tack on all your additional expenses, so you're thinking about subscription fees, labels, boxes, tape, shipping, all that stuff. If you were to divide it out among all the books you send, and let's just hypothetically say it's about 25 cents per book, that'd mean that your total expenses per book is $1.25. Now on Amazon, our current average sale price is right around $15, and based on that average sale price, running through the FBA revenue calculator, I come up with about $5 Amazon fee. So let's say the average sale price is $15, estimated fee is $5. That means your net profit is $8.75. So you spend $1.25 per book, and you can put in your pocket at the end of the day $8.75 in profit. So here's a conclusion. Start selling used books now. If you're not into the used book market, if you haven't added used books to your online selling portfolio, you need to. It's excellent. There's a great product cushion built into used books. And what that means is wiggle room. So if you make mistakes, it's not going to be that big a deal because the ROI is so large. It's not going to hurt you to come down in price because you're still going to maintain a beautiful, wonderful return on your investment. And also what the product cushion does is helps you with scalability. Because there's so much profit percentage built into each book, you're able to maybe take some of that profit and pay other people to do some of the work for you. Pay somebody else to do some of the sourcing and the listing and the managing. And we'll get into that in subsequent videos. The conclusion is get in on used books. You won't regret it. The profitability is great. The margins are incredible. And stay tuned for more videos, because the videos that are coming up are going to help you along the way. They're going to help to equip you so that you can get into the used book market as soon as possible. Thanks again for watching this video. Have a great day.